Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build in a Sims 4. I'm Kiku Bears, and first of all, Happy New Year everyone. It's been a long time now, I don't know, maybe a month, not too sure, but I was kind of on a long hiatus over the holidays. I was quite busy with family. My sister also came on vacation, and so yeah, I'm back. I was longing to come back to actually build something in Tomarang with the for rent expansion pack. Yeah, so we're building this on a 20 by 15 lot. I think this neighborhood is, I want to say, the countryside, but I'm not too sure. It's in opposition to the other neighborhood that has actually the market. That to me, it's like the town center, and this part of the world doesn't have the market in the town center. So to me, it's kind of the countryside, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, this world is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think it might be my second favorite aesthetically speaking, after Sulani. Yeah, the Island Living World. But yeah, let's come back to this build. So this is a traditional style house. It looks like a single house when you look at it from the exterior, but it's actually an apartment building with only 2 units, one unit downstairs, another one upstairs. And I originally wanted to build this for kind of a single family. I mean, I wanted the grandparents to live there, and to also have a household with young parents and kids. And the upstairs apartment is the smallest of the two, with only one bedroom. It's a one-bedroom apartment. So I was thinking of putting the grandparents upstairs, but because I usually build with realism in mind, I couldn't possibly place the grandparents upstairs, because look at all those stairs to come back to go up to the second apartment. It's too high for them. I mean, it wouldn't be nice, and it's not logical in my mind. It's not realist enough, so I couldn't possibly place the grandparents in the upstairs apartment. So the upstairs apartment ended up being for maybe a young couple, people who don't have kids, or just a single person. And this person is, in my head, this person is kind of a home designer, interior decorator. I don't even remember the title of the career that came with the game pack. I love Dream Home Decorator, but I don't remember the name of the career exactly. But yeah, anyway, come back to this to this build here. Downstairs, it's actually an apartment for a family, with a bedroom for the parents and a bedroom for the kids. In the bedroom for the kids, we have a bunk bed, so we have 2 kids living in this house. It's a very small lot, so we don't have a lot of we don't have a backyard per se. We don't have a front yard, but I try to do my best with the landscaping around the house, especially with the beautiful, beautiful greenery and the vegetation, the plants that come with the debug items for this pack. We have, I love everything that we got. So what I did with the landscaping here is that I mixed and matched everything from the debug menu, or for the build by catalog, from For Rent, Sulani, Island Living, yeah, and Jungle Adventure, because all those plants come from tropical regions, so they mix very, very well. So as you can see, this building is more on the traditional side. The first build that I built actually on the channel was more on the modern side. I don't really know if we can say modern side. It's just that the walls were kind of brick walls or concrete kind of walls. And here we have a building that is all wood, and I think it's kind of a traditional style of wood. I don't know. Is this wood actually, or is this bricks? I'm having second thoughts now. I don't know. But it looks like wood to me, like wood sidings, and I really love the looks of it. And I wanted to build something that looks more, a little more traditional, with those kind of roofings that looks like South Asian kind of roofings. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. It looks like actually a single house from the exterior. I really wanted it to have that kind of cozy look from the outside. That is very different from the first build that I built on the channel with this pack that was, they were townhouses. I really enjoyed this. I really loved building those townhouses. I actually started also on a second build with this lot, that with this pack, I mean, that was also on the modern side with brick walls or concrete kind of walls. I don't know really how to call them, but yeah, more on the modern side. And then I stopped building it because I really wanted to build something on the more traditional side, more cozy, something that blends in with the jungle around. I don't know. And a lot of plants, and a lot of plants growing on the walls. And as you can see, I placed a lot of plants that were hanging here and there, that came from Jungle Adventure, and I love it. But now we are inside, and you're seeing the first apartment. That is the apartments, the downstairs apartments, that is for the little family that lives here. So this apartment is fairly traditional, really traditional. Everything that I used, to the best of my abilities, downstairs here, came from the for rent expansion pack. I mean, the kitchen, the dining room furniture, the bedrooms, bathroom kind of, almost everything came from the for rent expansion pack. I also wanted it to be to look cozy, of course, very cozy, and I chose this tone of wood. Actually, the flooring I think came from for rent as well. It matches actually the outside walls, and I chose the wallpaper also that kind of matches the floor. So it's really kind of, I really wanted some warm tones inside, something very warm and cozy, something that calls to tradition and also to family. So yeah, the little kitchen here, I love separating my kitchen from my main room like that, with just the spandrels, and the spandrels that came with the for rent expansion pack are just gorgeous and go so well inside. They make for a nice little decoration for the separation. For the living room, oh yeah, I didn't talk about, you actually saw two Sims in there. They are actually the Bear sisters. If you remember the Bear sisters, they are Yuki and Candy. Candy is the older sister. Yuki is with the blue hair. I think she originally has the blue hair. It's a little sister. They all both come from Windenburg, and I used them when I was building this slot and to play test. So I just left out this just left this little sequence there of them play testing the build for me, just for you to see how I do my play test. I just usually build with a sim on the lot, and I make them play test everything. When I have some doubts of where I placed some things in regards to the walls, in regards to the spindles in this particular case here, so I had to make them kind of use the kitchen and to see if it was functional. But yeah, now you're seeing the living room. So for the living room, I didn't use the Tomarang living room furniture because they look great, but I really wanted something that looked a little more cozy. And for that, what's better than the book nook furniture for the living room. I love this couch and also the armchairs that came from the book nook kit. And so yeah, I really wanted a cozy living room, and that's what I did. And something I also like with the back is that we have air conditioners. I love them. I had to place them somewhere. I didn't want to actually place too many, like in my townhouse, where the style goes well with the kind of rundown and a lot of things protruding from the buildings. But here, I didn't want to place too many, so I had to place at least one in each apartment, and I placed it here in the living room. I also went and added, because in this apartment downstairs I didn't place radiators in every single room at first, and then I went back and placed them in every single room, as well as upstairs as well. I'm in love with the radiators and the air conditioners. They bring so much realism to a build, and I love it. So now we are seeing the kids' bedroom. So as I told you, we have a bedroom for 2 kids, and we have here 2 beds, of course, because it's a bunk bed. And I also placed for them kind of a desk for 2 with 2 chairs. I didn't give them any computer. I just gave them 2 journals for them to write down their memories and stuff and their feelings. But if you have a baby in this household, if you have a toddler, you can easily replace the the bottom bunk with a toddler's bed, or maybe you can move things around anyway if you have a baby in this family. With just 1 kid. But if you have 2 kids and 1 baby, I don't know, it will be a little cramped. But yeah, and I've really enjoyed building this house. Really did. And as you can see, I placed a lot of items that came from the horse ranch bag. The little dresser that is in the kids' bedroom, the bunk beds also are from the horse ranch, and what else? I don't know. I think the chest for the toys also came from the horse ranch bag. And yeah, now you're seeing the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I made like a little cabinet for the toilets, for those peculiar little toilets that I told you about in my previous build, that I had the pleasure of using when I was a student in my first year in France. And that was kind of, yeah, that was an experience. But yeah, this is in the bathroom. I really wanted to have a bathtub, so that's why I didn't use the shower that came with the pack, actually. And this is a shower that came with this is the bathtub shower combo that came with Growing Together, and I think it goes so well with this little bathroom and the color scheme that I chose for the bathroom. The color scheme I chose for the bathroom, actually, as you can see, the color of the walls actually match the floor tiles that I use in the bathroom, and it's the same color scheme for the kitchen as well. Now we are in the parents' bedroom. First of all, guys, sorry for all the noise that you can hear in the background. I'm back home in my family home, and you can hear maybe chickens or people talking when they walk through the corridors, the hallways. I don't know. Anyway, it's a mess up. That's the way it is. I don't know if you can hear, but yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, now we are in the parents' bedroom, and because we didn't have enough space for a proper study or office space, so I had to place the computer and the desk, the kind of study office space for the parent, inside their bedrooms. That is something that I think I never do. But I really like how it turned out. It's very cool, and I used this little chair that is so cute. That is from high school years. I think this is supposed to be kind of the principal's chair or something like that. Also, for the chairs that I used at the desk, there are also flower prints on those chairs in the kids' bedroom. They also come from the high school years back. They are not on wheels like this one. They're just regular chairs, but they I think they looked really cute, and they went with the style of this kind of build, I mean, the traditional style of apartment with a lot of prints. As you can see, we have a lot of prints for as you can see, the rug underneath the bed for the parents' bed, and also the rugs in the living room, and also the prints on the curtains. I'm losing my words. But yeah, I think we're done with the downstairs apartment. Just placing something on the back patio here, some things here and there, and I think yes, we are moving on to the upstairs apartment. I didn't show you what I did for the floor plans. I mean, my trials and errors. I moved a little bit. I think the you can see the square that is in the middle, I mean the rectangle in the middle of the room, and right in the middle of the space is the bathroom. I had to move it. I don't know, I placed it first at the back of the apartment, but then I didn't really like the space where I wanted the kitchen and things, so I had to place it right in the middle of the space of this apartment. Usually I never do that. I mean, I try my best not to do that, to place a room right in the middle of a house, because I need to have windows in every single room I build in my builds, and that's usually what architects, and I mean people who build houses do, because you need ventilation, you need air to come in a room. Inside a room, especially a bathroom where it's very humid inside. But yeah, I had to place it there. We will say we will have a vent there, and so we will have a circulation of air coming from outside, from vents. But now we are in the bedroom. So as I said in the beginning of the video, this is a 1-bedroom apartment, and it's very modern. I don't know if I told you it was modern, but it's very modern. I wanted it to be a grandparents' apartment, yada yada. As I told you, I changed my mind, and it turned out to be kind of a decorator or interior designer house, as you can see, as evidenced by the board, the dream home decorator board there. So I had to have inside look a little more design than downstairs. Downstairs is very, very traditional, bold colors, a lot of prints on the sheets, on the rugs, and also on the windows and everything. But here I went with more pastel colors, more soft colors, softer tones. The walls as well, I like this swatch for the walls. It's the same wall as downstairs, same wallpaper as downstairs, but it's a swatch that is kind of yellow, but kind of pastel yellow, and I really love it. And also for the furniture, I chose the cream swatches bordering on white, and white, downright white for some. And I really love how it turned out, this little house, and this little apartment, this interior. The rugs, the plush carpets, also the same one that I used here in the living room is the same one that I used in the bedroom under the bed. The dining room here, this is a very small dining room. The dining room actually uses the chairs that come from For Rent, and also the table from Rent. So with the For Rent expansion pack, we actually have soft colors that come with it. We have bolder colors, of course, that go well with the traditional part of it, but we also have softer tones, and I think it went very well with what I wanted. This little shelving units here that you can see above the table actually came from the Home Chef also, and I think it's so cute because we have lights just underneath each of those shelves. It's kind of a shelving unit with 2 shelves, and they are empty, and you can place everything, whatever you want on there. I also had to place the tiles for the kitchen, and also the tiles in the bathroom here, because as you remember, everything I build is with realism in mind. So for me, this apartment was built with the entire house, everything together. So the tenant here only had to change. They didn't change, I mean, they didn't change the wallpaper, the original wallpaper. They didn't change the original flooring. It's the same flooring that is upstairs and downstairs, except it's kind of a little variation, the one that for the kitchen and the bathroom, but it's for the foreign. So they were the original ones that were placed in this apartment, and the only thing that the tenant had how to say had leeway in is actually the furnishing. So that's why the furnishing is more kind of modern, on the modern side, and those colors as well. The kitchen as well, the cabinets and the counters, they also come from the for rent expansion pack, and I had to place the rice cooker. I think it's so cute. I love the rice cooker. I have to try some recipes in there. I haven't. I think I've tried one or two. Yeah, and it was only when I was playtesting. I haven't had much time playing around with this pack, and I hope I will remedy this very, very quickly. But yeah, and you saw that I also placed here in this house all the radiators in every room. I love those radiators. So yeah, this house is available as usual under my ID Kikwa_bills on the gallery, and also down below in the description box you will find the link to download the tray files if you prefer to download directly the tray files into your game. And although I place test, maybe else, if you see something that doesn't work, you can come back and ask me underneath the video. If something doesn't work, I will gladly go and check. I usually do when people come back to the comments and ask me if something is not functional and why, and they can't figure it out, and I can, because some things can just go past, I mean. But yeah, anyway, let's come back to the build. So finishing the upstairs apartment, I really love this little apartment here. This is one of my favorite color scheme and go-to color scheme with kind of a modern apartment. Is the beige, the creams, the soothing and soft colors, and now finishing up this little apartment with the entryway. Because we actually have a big entryway, and think of it, this apartment upstairs is smaller, so we only have one bedroom, but I could have fitted a second bedroom in there if I really wanted to, because the rooms are big. You have a big entryway that you can see here that I really love it, how it turned out, and we also have everything is big. The bedroom is big, the living space is big, but yeah, I also give them a big balcony or patio downstairs, out at the back, I mean, where I gave them a barbecue grill and a little picnic table and the picnic chair, the plastic chairs, and also an easel. And I wanted to place a yoga mat, as I usually love to do, but I didn't have enough space for the yoga mat, so I ended up with this meditation stool, and also I placed an easel. But yeah, they are privileged because downstairs I didn't even think of placing a little picnic area downstairs for those who actually have kind of a backyard. That is something I usually do, and I forgot that. But I think we are at the end of the video, guys. Hope you really enjoyed it, and hope you to see you next time for our next video. And in the meantime, take care. Bye.